Infertility and overcoming it. The journey can be hard. It can be overwhelming, heartbreaking, and at times lonely. Not to speak of confusing, but it can be so rewarding as well. And this is exactly why I'm making the videos on this channel, because I want to be there for you when you're just about to start trying for a baby, when you're confused about diagnoses that you've been given, if you need hope, if you need support and encouragement, or if you want to know about natural ways to overcome infertility yourself at home. So if it is you that is my drive on this channel, of course it is your stories that I wanted to share for this special 100,000 subscribers video. Hello lovelies, and welcome to another one of my videos that is a super special 100,000 subscribers celebration video. Thank you so much to all of you that have been watching and to those of you that have subscribed, because not only does it encourage me to continue coming up with content, it also helps to show YouTube that these videos are valuable, and this means that they're showing them to more and more women across the world. Recently in the community tab, I asked you to send me your fertility stories, no matter what phase of fertility you're in. And today I've got 10 beautiful stories of women to share with you. This video is for you lovelies. So the very first email that I received shortly after I'd uploaded that post was from Rebecca, or she calls herself Becky. And I have a beautiful picture of her for you. She says, I watched your videos while I was trying to conceive and desperate and still breastfeeding my first. I did it in just 3 months. I'm currently 16 weeks pregnant. Woo! With my second baby. I'm so excited. I just used ovulation sticks on month 3 for trying and nailed it. Thanks to your videos, I had a great understanding of my body. I was fascinated the entire time. Becky, congratulations. Please send me a picture when baby's here. And thank you for sending in your story. Here's a story from Erin from Australia. This is a really cool story. Hi Inge Fleur, my name is Erin. I'm 34. I live in rural Australia and my partner Ben is 42. I discovered your YouTube channel after my 3rd miscarriage 2 years ago. I couldn't believe how little can be done about miscarriage and how little everyone seems to know about the early stages of pregnancy. I thought there would be some magic drug they could give me and everything would go to plan. But instead I was left feeling helpless and broken. I had a heap of blood tests, all came back normal. No autoimmune issues and anything like that. I had a polyp right above my cervix after my 3rd miscarriage and was advised to have a hysteroscopy and a laparoscopy, both of which came back normal. I kept getting told it might not happen next time. I kept getting told it might not happen next time. Just try again. Worse words to say to a woman with recurrent miscarriages. After watching your videos, I found some new hope. He actually gave me a few things to try. After my 4th miscarriage, I had trouble getting pregnant again. I struggled, and finally I took your advice on giving up caffeine. At the time, I was only having 1 coffee a day, but I thought in the scheme of things, it was a simple thing to try. I gave up coffee in December 2018, and I was pregnant by February. I really wasn't expecting to be pregnant so soon. I was just learning how to track my ovulation, and I was sure I missed my fertile window. In a previous pregnancy, my doctor put me on progesterone and aspirin, so they got me to do that again during my successful pregnancy. But my HCG levels were super high before I started it, so after 3 weeks they told me I didn't need it. People thought I was crazy when I told them giving up coffee kept me pregnant. I mentioned it in my birth class and everyone laughed at me. The midwife running it assured me it was okay to have a coffee a day. So at 32 weeks, I thought, screw it, I'm gonna have a coffee. And do you know what? I was bleeding within 2 hours of having that coffee. I went to hospital and they kept me in overnight and checked me out. They couldn't find any reason for the bleeding, and I had none previously. I told them about the coffee and they laughed at me again. But when I was discharged, the doctor said to me, maybe you shouldn't have any more coffee, just to be sure. I don't know for sure if the coffee was causing me problems, and I don't think it's going to solve everyone's problems with recurrent miscarriage or infertility, but I think it helped me. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have tried it. Also, I am so happy for you being able to have your baby. I didn't know that you were having trouble yourself. It must have been difficult helping other people and being happy for their success. I know for me it was a mixed bag of emotions when someone close to me fell pregnant. I was happy for them that it was so easy and exciting, but jealousy was there too. Thank you for all your free advice. It just goes to show that there is a lot more that can be done than we are told, and maybe more research is required. In the photos is my perfectly healthy and normal 6-month-old daughter, Allegra. Allegra means joy, and she is such a happy little ray of sunshine. I'm so blessed to have her in my life. God bless you and your family, Erin. All right, so I have goosebumps all over. I don't know about you guys. Here's a beautiful story from Svetlana. Good day, Inga Fleur. I wish I could have found your channel earlier when the first of my 2 miscarriages occurred. Your videos are such a support for me now while I'm trying to get through the pain of my second loss. I'm 38 years old, have no children yet, and only 2 years ago I came to Canada from Ukraine to find a better life, which I actually did. Smiley face. I found a great job, and only 5 months after my arrival I met the love of my life. I cannot even start describing how much happiness I have been through these 2 years of my life in Canada. Probably more than I had my whole life before that. So after our wedding last August, me and my hubby decided that we wanted our new house to be filled with even more children's laughter. My husband Nick has an 8-year-old daughter, Lisa, from a previous marriage. And me and her became more than friends. I should note that we have been trying to conceive since February 2019, and on December 1st, 2019, I have found out that I was pregnant. I remember my hands were shaking when I looked at the test for the second time. I did not believe my own eyes at first. My first pregnancy loss occurred naturally at home. I was told that it shouldn't be a reason for concern since it had only been once. Nevertheless, we decided to get help from the fertility clinic, and we underwent a series of tests with the clinic. We have got to know the results recently. My husband's fertility result was absolutely normal, but mine was not so good. As a first step with the clinic, we start to track my ovulation in February 2020, which occurred on day 10. Too early, as I understand. Nevertheless, we successfully conceived at the time, and this pregnancy lasted a little bit longer, for 9 weeks. So now my body is almost completely recovered, and now I'm recovering emotionally from the second worst experience in my life. I know that my clock is ticking, but I still have hope to become a mom. I've never wanted anything more. My mom once told me that she had her menopause start at early 40s, and that is why I have been taking prenatal vitamins for a long time now. My hubby is my best support, and I will be the happiest woman alive if I can give him a joy of becoming a father again. Men like my hubby should always be happy and have many children. My parents are in their 70s, but they do not lose hope of becoming grandparents. My dad is very ill now, and to be honest, after my second miscarriage, I do not think he's going to make it to see his grandchild. As for me, I still have hope, and I'm not giving up now. I have shared a link to a video and attached a few photos with some of our happiest moments of our life. Hope there will be more to come. I have included one of those videos. You need to check it out. It's so gorgeous, their wedding. I love your videos. I cannot even tell how much they are filled with hope and support. Thank you so much to you and your team for all that you do. Have a great weekend, Svetlana. Well, Svetlana, thank you so much for sharing your story. So much grief there, but I think it's fantastic that you're not losing hope and you're continuing to look for solutions. I really hope that it will happen for you and that your dad will be around to see it. And here's the video that I promised you. Bethany from South Dakota, I think. Yes, South Dakota. She sent in a very special video. Yeah, that kept me bawling. So I wonder about you. Have a look.
Hello, my name is Bethany and I struggle with secondary infertility. I was able to have 3 biological children. In between each of my pregnancies of my live births, I have had multiple early miscarriages, which would be considered chemical pregnancies. I've also had a couple miscarriages later on. In 2016, I had the first of what would be 5 losses in a row. One of those being a little girl born at 15 weeks. And I was told that I probably had poor egg quality and there was nothing we could do about it. So we just gave up, decided we would adopt, which is still a pursuit that we have. However, our hearts just really long to have another child, to be able to carry another pregnancy to term. And I began to look for other solutions on YouTube and on the internet, hopefully trying to find a doctor that maybe was trying something experimental, anything to help me with some of the hormone issues that I was having. Maybe not necessarily to have another baby, but just to be healthier. And I stumbled upon this channel and this doctor and started doing some of the things that she recommended. I worked on taking out caffeine, changing my diet. My husband did the same thing, moving more, doing the things that she suggested. And we did that for about 5 months, and then we decided to try to have another baby. We got pregnant right away, and we are now 12 weeks and 5 days pregnant with a genetically healthy baby, which we had been told would be very difficult or impossible. Thank you so much for putting all of your material out there for other people to view. I don't think we would have been able to afford to be your patients, though we would love to any other way. And just thank you for the work that you're doing. And I would just encourage other women and couples trying, just don't give up. Don't give in to the struggle, to the difficulty. There's always hope. And this has been a 3-year journey for us. And we've had 11 losses total, 3 live births, and now we are pregnant with our rainbow baby, and we couldn't be more thrilled. We're continuing on to do the things that she suggested, taking the vitamins and watching what we're eating, and just really, we're a changed family because of this. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bethany, for that beautiful video. It was really nice to see your face and to hear about this horrific experience of loss after loss, but how amazing that you were able to share the success story with us. Thank you for taking the effort to shoot this video for us. And I have a story from Mary from Kenya. I think this is such an excellent story to share as well. Hello, Ingefleur. Greetings all the way from Nairobi, Kenya. My name is Mary, and this is my husband, Sam. We've been married for 3 years now, and I can say for sure that he is my soulmate. That's awesome. I stumbled upon your channel sometime in December 2019 when hubby and I decided to start trying for a baby, and I got busy into Googling and watching videos on how to better my chances of conceiving. Your videos were very helpful. In September of the same year, I found out that I was pregnant. It was the best news ever. I found out on my 29th birthday, September 22nd. Our joy was short-lived. As I got to 11 weeks and 9 days, I started seeing some light spotting. We rushed to hospital and they did a scan. They told me they couldn't hear a heartbeat and there was only a sac. No fetal pole, and I was told that I had a blighted ovum. I had never heard of something like this. I was devastated. I only got to understand the diagnosis after a lot of Googling. They performed a D&C procedure and I was discharged after 2 days. Back home, I struggled to come to terms with what had happened and almost fell into a depression. You see, in my country, the healthcare system isn't that good. Infant mortality is very high. The system is a mess and very different here. You don't find much emotional support in such matters. Miscarriages are considered a taboo. People start whispering that you're jinxed or your ancestors are angry or such stuff. Some even believe that if you have a miscarriage, it's because you've had many abortions. People aren't well informed about such matters, so once it happens to you, the better option is to deal with it alone. I am thankful because my hubby was very supportive all through. I'm better emotionally now and my periods are back to normal, so we're back at it again. Trying for another baby, and I do watch your videos for tips. I'm hopeful that we'll have good news soon. Congratulations on your achievements and your baby. You have a beautiful family, something which so many people take for granted. Please keep up the good work. You make my day so much better with your positivity, and I'm sure you have a greater impact out there than you think. Thank you for the opportunity to write you. God bless. With love, Mary. Mary, thank you so much for sharing this. It's so important to know that there are places that miscarriages indeed are a taboo, and even in the West this is the case. So let's break through that with stories like yours in which we can share that it does happen and that we need to be able to grieve about this. I'm wishing you and Sam all the best for your fertility journey, and I do hope as well that you have good news to share soon. Here is a beautiful picture from Tressa Marie and her baby boy Hawken. She writes, first of all, congrats on your big achievement. I love your channel. When I was trying to conceive last year, I watched your videos to learn more about my body and the mechanics of conception. I delivered my baby boy last November and he will be 6 months old on the 21st. My sister took this picture immediately after he was born and I love it so much. I hope you use it. Well, yes, of course. We want to share gorgeous pictures like this one. My son's name is Hawken. Thanks for all your videos, Tressa. Tressa, thank you so much for sharing your picture and your story. I know being a first-time mom is hard. My baby is now 9 months today, actually, and it's still tough, but it's really rewarding. And I wish you and Hawken all the best. Here's a sweet message from the Browns. Hello, my name is Victoria Brown and my hubby is Nicholas. We both are trying to conceive for 2 years and 3 months now. I'm struggling with my weight, so is my hubby, and I have PCOS. I'm on a keto diet as well now. I had many different tests, procedures, and even one IUI done already. My fertility specialist says we just simply have bad luck. I had 3 chemical pregnancies, so this is our story. We are not giving up. Absolutely love your channel. You're the best. Your videos make me feel better and much educated. With love from the Browns, Victoria. Victoria, thank you for sharing this. I'm so glad you're finding the videos helpful. Good for you for not giving up and trying to understand your fertility better. And this is a picture of Rachel. Hi, I'm Rachel Unger. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. And we finally got pregnant after multiple years of trying. We did 2 rounds of medicated IUI with trigger and ended up pregnant on the 2nd round. The kicker is we're pregnant with twins. We're so overjoyed. I watched many of your videos. Thank you for the content I spent hours absorbing. Thanks, Rachel. I love your little bump. I'm not sure, did you say how far along you are? Oh, wishing you and your little ones all the best. Do send me a picture, okay? Please do. And here is Tanya's story. This is also a story that we do see come along every now and then, and I think it's really important to share. Hi, my name is Tanya Gomez. I am 29. I am married and I have 2 beautiful daughters. Gabriella is 9 and our angel baby, Anna, turned 1 on January 18th, 2020. Oh my gosh, I can't keep in my tears. You see, you guys, your stories, they mean a lot to me. And whenever you have stories like this or any of the ones that I just read to share, I almost always shed a tear with you. And I'm sure that it makes a difference because grief carried together is different than carrying grief by yourself. So let me continue with this story. I did not have any issues getting pregnant with my first daughter, Gabriella, but when we were ready to have another baby, I was just not getting pregnant. I tried to conceive naturally for over 2 years and finally went to the doctor. He tracked my ovulation and was started on Clomid. After 2 runs of Clomid, I was finally pregnant with our baby Anna Esther. Unfortunately, at my 22-week ultrasound, we found out that Anna Esther had anencephaly. I was given the option to terminate my pregnancy, but we decided to keep her for as long as God wanted us to have her. That's so amazing, you guys. That is so amazing. She was born on January 18th, 2019 at 10:39 p.m. and passed away on January 19th, the next day. Dealing with the infertility and the death of my daughter have been hard, but we decided to try for another baby as soon as possible. We have been trying to conceive now for 15 months. We have done 3 rounds of Clomid with no success, and I'm currently on my first round of Femara. I really hope this works for us and that we can have a healthy baby. Infertility is hard physically, mentally, and emotionally, but I know that in God's time, I will conceive a healthy baby. So to all the mommies out there going through this journey, I want you to know that you're not alone and that our time will come. Love you all, Tanya. Thank you so much, Tanya, for sharing this super vulnerable story. Yeah, Anna will be in your heart forever. Nothing you can do about that. And we hope that you will soon conceive a sibling for both Gabriella and Anna. Much, much love to you. Thank you for sharing this. And then last but not least, I have a picture of this gorgeous pair of twins. Hello, my name is Samreen. I have twin girls. Their names are Manor and Zara. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those curls. I love your video, says Samreen. Thank you. Thank you so much, lovelies, for sending in these beautiful stories and for allowing me to share them with the community. I am 100% sure a lot of women watching will be very encouraged and will feel understood by your stories as well. If you want to send some love to these 10 women, please like this video and please comment below. I would love for that to happen. Thank you again for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!